Hello dear students. In last lecture of Laplace transform, we have seen the introduction of Laplace transform. The name of Laplace is from its inventor Pierre-Simon Laplace. It is similar to Fourier transform. Just the difference is of additional factor e raised to sigma. Mathematical definition we have seen in the last lecture. Now, if I put sigma plus j omega is equal to s, the equation becomes Laplace transform of ft is equal to 0 to infinity ft into e raised to minus st dt. The condition for LT or Laplace transform to exist is, so whenever Laplace transfer exists, there is one condition that integration of minus infinity to infinity ft e raised to minus st dt should be less than infinity for some finite value of sigma. This function defined for positive time function is called single-sided unilateral Laplace transform, and in double-sided or bilateral Laplace transform, the lower limit of integration is t is equal to minus infinity. Now we see inverse Laplace transform. We have already seen that Laplace transform is used to convert time domain function into frequency domain function. So what exactly inverse Laplace transform do? Inverse Laplace transform is used to convert a frequency domain function to time domain function because it is the inverse of Laplace transform. Inverse Laplace transform is defined by following equation: L inverse Fs is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integration sigma 0 minus omega to sigma 0 plus omega Fs into e raised to minus st ds. In this equation, the input signal to Laplace inverse is Fs, that is Laplace transform function, and from that Laplace transform function we will get the time domain function. This integration is calculated with reference to S. We use Laplace transform to convert equations having complex differential equations to relatively simple equations having polynomials. Since equations having polynomials are easier to solve, we employ Laplace transform to make calculations easier. This is one of the application of Laplace transform in real life. Whenever we want to deal with complex differential equation, first we will apply the Laplace transform, and then these complex differential equations will be converted into polynomial equations. And polynomial equations are easy to solve as compared to complex differential equations. So these are some of the applications of real time or in mathematics of Laplace transform. Thank you for listening.